Good morning. Here at my favorite spot on my morning walk. So I want to tell you guys, a few weeks ago, you probably saw on my webinar replay, I put an offer on a 10-plex in town here in Colorado, Fort Collins. I should say, I put 3 offers down. Now, how many offers do you put down per seller and per property? And you're probably asking, how would you get 3 offers? Okay, so remember, we're looking to solve problems. We're not looking to just throw numbers in front of the seller. So I analyze, what does the seller need? The seller wants to 1031 the property, right? So I ended up calling my 1031 facilitator, asking about what options I could give the seller to help them 1031. That's what they need, their solution. So I gave 3 offers, right? Now the first offer is always an all cash offer. And since it's all cash, I need quite a bit of a discount, right? The second offer, I had half cash and the other half would be a balloon payment. So I would pay the other half in 10 years. And I did all the math that I can prove through appreciation, cash flow, depreciation, that the deal can afford that, no problem. And then the third option I gave, again, half cash, and then the other half I would pay in monthly installment payments. Seller financing. So, why would the seller choose, and they did, number 3? Why would they decide to get installment payments after getting half the cash? Because if they have a good accountant, which they do, they're able to be very flexible on their taxes. So depending on the accountant, you can reduce your taxes significantly if the seller accepts monthly payments for their equity. Now, you're going to see in a new video that I'm coming out with my interview with my accountant how this is possible. Another thing I want to bring up is that all cash, the number 1 offer, and number 2 and 3 I offered half cash value up front. Mike, how are you going to do that? Easy. I don't need a bank, because there are a lot of people, believe it or not, who are not generating enough money for their needs for their retirement. So whether they're 401k, their IRA, they're not generating the interest that they feel that they need to retire. And in my profession, we have to retire at 65. So, not saying the deal can, but what if that deal was able to produce them a percentage rate that would double their money in their retirement account? So if I'm able to double their money in 10 years or less, that's huge. Now, who are these people who invest in this deal with me and are able to double their retirement money or even more? Well, it's people like you who get on the calendar at layovermoney.com/chatwithmike. We have a chat, we have a relationship, and we could see what we could do for your 401k or IRA or savings account to generate way more interest than you ever could if it just sits in there in a life cycle fund, or God forbid the bank with interest rates of like 0.001. So next time that you make an offer with the seller, think about, make a list of at least 3 ways you can benefit them and solve their problem. And of course, not everybody's familiar with the different methods of how to not use an all cash in order to solve the seller's problem. No problem, I'm here for you. So just get on my calendar at layovermoney.com/chatwithmike. It's free, I'm not selling anything, and we can talk about the solutions for the seller, which will give the solution to you.